Hey everybody, I'm Zach and I like movies, and I'm here to talk about the debut feature of Chris Stuckmann, Shelby Oaks. So I grew up with Chris Stuckmann. I've been subscribed to him since at least like 2011, 2012-ish, and he's been a YouTuber that was kind of one of the earlier faces of that like movie critic side of YouTube. He wasn't like first in the door, but he was definitely one of the like the faces that got big. It was like him and Jeremy Johns. I think that was right around the time that Red Letter Media was like really blowing up. But clearly, like I clearly saw a lot of myself in Chris. He's a very likable personality, and clearly has a lot of passion for movies and movie making. And a while back, he announced a Kickstarter campaign for Shelby Oaks, and it is, I think, still it is the most successful movie Kickstarter campaign ever, and which it got well over $1 million like pretty quick, and eventually it got it would announced it would be executive produced by modern horror staple Mike Flanagan. Who's done stuff in like The Haunted of Hill House and stuff. And it eventually it did like runs at like Fantasia Festival, and eventually got picked up by Neon, and it's got full distribution now. You can go to a theater and watch a Chris Stuckmann movie, and like anything like as someone who was a backer, I would have been totally fine with just that, just getting to sit there and see just getting to sit there and see a Chris Stuckmann film in a theater. That just did it for me. Like, just full marks. I'm super proud of him. I can't be excited. But what is Shelby Oaks about? Well, it's about the disappearance of Riley Brennan. She was the host of this like early YouTube channel of this YouTube channel, where like her and like some friends, they would like go what was it, haunted, it was like haunted paranoids, paranormal paranoids, that's what it was. They would like go to these haunted places, kind of investigate. It's kind of like maybe a bit like BuzzFeed Unsolved, but like it has more to do with like the like early 2010s like Slender Man horror series, like Marble Hornets or Track 12. So it felt like some nostalgia watching those. And they had disappeared, and three of them turned up dead, but Riley was still missing. And the movie picks up with Riley's older sister Mia, played by Camille Sullivan, who is investigating her disappearance. And there's a lot of just like insistence that like she's missing, but I know she's out there, knowing for sure that she has to be out there somewhere, and there might be some supernatural stuff going on, maybe some weird occult stuff, and I liked it. I thought it was good. I think I often think about this, like I've been watching a couple of some like early movies with like The Evil Dead, it's spooky season, but I think I'm thinking about like what a debut movie is, like what ultimate purpose that a debut movie serves. I've come to the conclusion that debut movies are here to prove that the director and his team behind it can make it. Does he have the stuff? And I think with Shelby Oaks, Chris Stuckmann does have the stuff. And I think there are some interesting choices in terms of like what it does, like the whole like first it has this really strong opening where it's this sort of like postmodern-ish found footage approach, where it's like doing like this sort of Lake Mungo style documentary, where it's like it has a lot of the old footage of like Riley's channel, and Mia's being interviewed by this like documentarian who's like kind of capturing trying like doing a story on Mia like searching for her sister. And then it takes the shift into a more standard horror film. And I think when it shifts into that more standard that more standard style, it really shows that, like, yeah, there's like, it really shows Chris's like fundamentals. And he really has like he's got not just the basics down, but he understands like how to use the basics to strong effect. I think this movie does really well is its anticipation. It's got my favorite kind of horrors of my favorite kind of scare, where it's just you're sitting in a dark room and you're just letting the scene play out, and you're letting your eyes just wander in the shadows. And yeah, there'll be a scene where Mia will sit down and you can see something maybe in the shadow of the corner of the room, and you're just like, oh god, don't turn around. It knows so well, like he knows so well how to like build the suspense and like really just like make you like really dread just like turning the corner, because you know that there's you just know your imagination's running wild. You know something is over there. Don't turn the corner. So that led to like a lot of like really strong, really fun moments where you have Mia in just these like a lot of pretty typical like horror movie setups, but they're all like so excellently done. Like there'd be like a jump scare, and you know it's coming. You could see the jump scare coming, but it's so well timed that when it does show up, it actually works. It actually paid off like pretty well. So I can't say I was like on the edge of my seat. I was gripping it. And I gotta say, for a movie with as low a budget as this was, it had to be like under 3 million. It was like anywhere between like maybe 2 to 3 million tops, which was interesting because Chris said that they actually went like Neon like gave them like more money to go back and like finish and like do some more reshooting, which that never happens. So that's probably like that never ever that does not ever really happen. So that you probably have to probably give credit to Mike Flanagan for that. Probably pulled rank. But kudos to Neon for doing it. And I think I would say that you could probably tell that there was some like work done, because for as minimal as this movie is, as very much a debut indie horror movie this movie is, you can tell that like Chris does have ambitions with this, in terms of like what he wants to do in the scope, like and again, like I really liked how this movie looked. It's very moody. It's very like just drenched in shadow. There's a lot. It's caked with a lot of dread, and I gotta give credit to the cinematographer. He did quite a lot with very little. Again, I think this movie looks better. This movie looks more expensive than it is. I gotta say, one of the things that like really this movie really hooks you in is the performances. I think the lead, Camille Sullivan, I think she was dynamite. She did excellent job, just like really carrying the like trauma, the horror of the scenes, and like delivering the like true like personal tension of this story, and it carries it really well. I think like a lot of the performances are pretty well done. There was even one scene with Keith David. It was like maybe like 4 camera setups with him, but it was used pretty well. You just even if you just got one scene with Keith David, you got to use it well, and I think he did. I would say though that the biggest problem with I think the biggest problem with Shelby Oaks is that you can tell that Chris loves horror movies kind of to a fault, because this isn't really the most adventurous horror movie out there. You can definitely see a lot of other horror movies in it, which to his credit, he does like sort of like do these scenes pretty well, but like there's a lot of like beats you could probably see coming. Like there's a creepy house with a creepy old lady in the shadows. Like don't it's like don't go in there. But like as much fun and as much how well these like scenes are set up and how well they're executed. I think your mileage is really going to vary on whether or not, like, though these scenes are executed well, they are just like kind of, they are scenes you have seen before in other movies, in both better and worse horror movies. I also think like the last few moments I was pretty about. I don't think it. I heard there was like redoing with the ending, but I'm still a little unsure about like. I'm just still like kind of feeling out how that final moments really sit with me. I think for like and also that the last third kind of really does hit some slack. That like it has like such strong momentum going forward, and it had like some really it's like excellently paced. Everything's working for it well, and then like by this like backstretch when she does get to Shelby Oaks, which is like a ghost town with like an abandoned amusement park, or all looks creepy, all well done. It's there's definitely just like some maybe they still could have used some tightening up just a little bit. But honestly, yeah, I was impressed. I thought this was pretty good. Like I said, probably not reinventing any wheels in terms of like what horrors can do, but I think this is like just absolutely just really, it's a really confident debut movie. So while I can't really call it a great movie, I think this is a really great first movie. So I'm really excited to see what Chris can do next. I think because honestly, I feel like lately that the sophomore movie is just as, if not more important than the debut, because like debut, you got to prove that you can do it. The second one, you got to prove that you can keep doing it. And so like that's so really excited for him. Really just proud of Chris. Like hell yeah, man, you actually made it. Put your money where your mouth is. And he did it. And I think he's got a future in this. I hope he's able to keep doing this, because man, the guy fucking loves movies, and his channel was an inspiration for me, like especially when I was like just like scarfing down every kind of like movie YouTube reviewer I could find. I really connected with Chris. I feel like I love his energy. I love how easygoing he is. I think I'm really hopeful for him. I'm rooting for him, and I hope this does well. I hope this, if nothing else, does lead to another one, another movie for Chris. And I guess that's it. I'm feeling a pretty solid 6. Yeah, Shelby Oaks, pretty good. And I think that'll be it. So yeah, check out Shelby Oaks and get Stuckmannized in a theater. And that'll be it for me right now. I'm Zach. I like movies. I got a whole bunch of other movies to watch. And hey, it's spooky season. Still cramming in a bunch of horror movies. So yeah, gonna see what else I can squeeze in next time. And that'll be it for me. Keep watching movies. Check out Shelby Oaks. Real proud of you, Chris. I'll be keeping it up. And I'll see you all next time. Take care.